Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's Chris and G. I'm back again with you guys. So, question is stocks, bonds, and bears, right? Like, what is a stock? What is a bond? What the heck is it? Okay, let's get right to it. So, down to the very basics, right, of it all, an investment is essentially just a transaction between two parties. One person who has a lot of a resource and wants to kind of save it for later, and another person who has none of the resource and needs it so that they can get to where they have a lot of it, like the person A person. So sounds like they can do a little exchange, do work something out, right? So it's exactly what it is. So let's take, for example, my wife and I, right? So let's say my wife, she has a coffee shop. She's got plenty of coffee beans. But she's doing well. She's got a lot of success on her hands, right? She got too many coffee beans. She wants to put some aside so that she has some coffee beans later on down the road. Me, I want to get going. I want a coffee shop. I have no coffee beans at all, right? So I need some so I can start building my coffee shop so that I can have a nice little growing business like she does. We work something out, right? So in the first relationship, we can work something out in an agreement that would be a bond, right? So a bond is basically like an IOU, right? Usually you'll get them from like companies or governments, entities. They'll give a bond IOU, like a US Treasury bond is basically an IOU. I give it to you, they get you, the creditor, let them borrow money, they hold on to it, pay some interest payments, and then pay you back the original amount that you gave them over a specified period of time. Right? So for example, my wife, she'll let me borrow 100 of her coffee beans, right? Obviously, she's not going to do nothing for something for nothing. In exchange, I give her back an interest rate on those coffee beans, maybe 5 coffee beans every year until a certain number of years when I pay her back the entire amount of coffee beans that I still owed her. Well, she gave me originally, right? So that's the transaction. It's very pretty safe because she's pretty much guaranteed to get her money back, right? Now, what if there's a scenario instead of the bond, there's the stock scenario? So let's say she says, you know what? Instead of you giving me 5 coffee beans every year, right? She gave me 100. She says, I want 10% of your company. Like, whoa, okay. So in that scenario, it's different, right? Because now she's actually sharing in the risk with me. Because what happens is if I take those 100 coffee beans and I go blast off and I go bang, bang, and my coffee shop goes off, then she ends up getting 10% of everything that I made there, right? On the other hand, if I don't do so well and I suck, well, she's gonna lose pretty much most of all her 100 coffee beans she let me borrow. So there's a shared risk there, right? There's a risk there involved, but the reward is much higher for her. So essentially, the bond is designed to be more of a safe, secure type thing. Is more what you get from there is security, but what you get from the stock is not so much more security, but much more higher reward. So that's the difference. So essentially, what she's doing is that she's sharing in the company. When you buy a stock from a company, you're sharing in the ownership of the company. That's what shares mean, right? So you essentially are sharing with the company, and every one of those shares that you buy can go up in value depending on whether or not the company does well. Hey, you get more of what you earned, what you invested earlier, initially. And if they don't do so well, you lose some. So that's exactly what it is, right? So that's stocks and bonds. There's no bears, but just stocks and bonds. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that was valuable. Hope that kind of cleared things up. And if you enjoyed those, come back to my website, my blog at chrisandgia.com. Put your name and email address in, and I'll send you my free report on 7 easy breezy ways that will force you to save more money every month so that you can invest in stocks and bonds. Maybe not so much bonds, more stocks. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be blessed and stay hungry.